Alright, so I got my 40-gallon freshwater tank here, and I got it all set up now. I'm not completely done, I still have to add some things to my sump tank. But I got all the water flow set up now, and I have my 40-gallon tank draining through my do-it-yourself overflow box. This handles about 300 gallons per hour, and I have another video explaining it if you want to check that out. It has a pitcher inside and outside the tank, and it drains down into my 20-gallon long sump tank. I have a Zoo 1200 pump in here that pumps 317 gallons per hour, and it's pushing water back up into my freshwater tank. I need to move this to the other side so it's away from my overflow box, but at the moment it's draining into my freshwater tank right there. So my 40-gallon tank and my 20-gallon sump are connected that way. Now just today I added on a 10-gallon Refugium, and how I have that working is, first off, it's a 10-gallon tank. I put 5 different types of live plant in here. I really don't remember all the names, but I got 5 different types of live plant in there. And then I have a light strip. It's actually a slimline reptile light. The reason I'm using it is because it's really thin, and at the store I wasn't sure if a regular light strip would fit under this. It was a little bit more expensive, like $10 more. It's not a heat lamp, it's just a regular light, and it's a regular fluorescent light. It looks like it should be just fine for a fish tank. So how I have the Refugium connected is I have it connected to the 20-gallon sump tank, and it's connected with this canister filter and 2 siphon tubes, U-tubes. Now the canister is sucking water from this tank, as you can, sorry, I'm going to the U-tubes here. The canister is sucking water from this tank. I have the sucker of it just barely under the water, and that's to help prevent an overflow. If something failed, it would only suck that much water into my 10-gallon tank if the U-tubes failed. So then my 10-gallon tank wouldn't overflow if this stopped. But it's right there. It sucks water, and then the water drains through this nozzle into my 10-gallon tank. Then the water goes into the 10-gallon tank, mixes around a little bit, and gets sucked up those back siphon tubes that are back in the tank there. And then it keeps the water, those siphon tubes keep the water of my 20-gallon sump and my 10-gallon Refugium exactly the same. So water is constantly mixing from this tank to this tank, and water is constantly mixing from this tank via the pump going up to the freshwater 40-gallon, and then down the overflow box back down into here. So everything's all connected and working great. The only things I got to do still is I need to set up my sump. I'm going to section it off and then put some biological filtration, maybe plastic bio balls, and not exactly sure what I'm going to do with the rest, but I got some space to play with in here. So that's my 3 tanks, or 1 tank with sump and Refugium, and that's it.